Orange men are back. Another Friday night for another crazy episode of shits and giggles, facts, truth, whatever else we come up with in this 30 minutes.
Yeah, man.
Orange Men Podcast, Dave and Clinton here with you on another Friday night. Spinning the truth, saying the truth as we see it, as we say it, whether you like it or not. Thank you for joining us for another episode in our relentless pursuit of the truth. Got a big show for you tonight, everybody. A big show. Thank you. Thank you. Clint, what's up?
What's up, Dave?
Hey, that's one hell of an intro we got there, huh?
Welcome back, man. Yeah, like you said, another fabulous Friday.
I don't think I said fabulous.
Well, it's been a fabulous week. Some more news, some good clips.
Well, what
Joey sound bites all week long.
Do you know what really got my gears grinding?
What's that?
The CDC voting on making the COVID vaccine part of the childhood vaccination schedule.
Yeah.
To get so that these kids can go to school.
But it's also, it's an unelected body, so to speak, that is making rules which they shouldn't have. Again, who are they to be ruling our lives?
Well, they're not technically, but the problem is everybody just follows their guidance.
Yeah, I know. Did you see that Pfizer went from $30 a dose to $130 a dose?
For what? The COVID vaccine?
For the vaccine. So guess who's paying that? Not the people. Well, the people, but not the person that goes.
The government.
Yeah, the government is paying it, and people are like, "Well, I can't believe they're doing that." No, well, the government
really.
They just made billion. They're forecasting.
Well, how do you guarantee more billions? Force the kids to get it.
Yeah.
And now what are you going to do? Keep all these kids out of school? You're tying these parents' hands behind their back. You're forcing them to do this.
I mean, I know a lot of
people. It's an absolute disgrace.
I know a lot of people. You can't blame Fauci for the school shutdowns, and the kids are behind. I heard somebody going through a fifth grader's spelling test, and it was horrendous.
Wow.
A fifth grader couldn't even spell like fresh.
Fresh?
Yeah.
FRSH?
I
don't think I could either. All right. Who's this guy? Acting U.S. Attorney of Massachusetts District?
Yeah, I think it's a little older clip, but it's the state
it might be older, but it's relevant.
Very relevant.
It's relevant that these drug pushers, these drug manufacturers are criminal enterprises.
Yes.
In the pockets of the United States government.
Yeah. And
another corrupt another corrupt. What word am I looking for? Institution.
Yeah, and the fact that they have
That's the word.
I mean, we're still under emergency use, right? Like there is no actual approved. No. They said there was, but they never made that. So we're still under these two.
Well, according to a lot of the doctors that I follow, the CDC made this judgment based on no clinical testing. There's no reports came out.
Well, that's
or they're keeping it from everybody, one or the other.
Well, they're keeping it from everybody, but it's also we can see what's going on around us.
Yeah, I know we can.
I mean, like the myocarditis cartoon that we played, or I don't know if we played it here, but it's on our Instagram. Like for the New York hospital, like
all of a sudden
they're promoting this
childhood myocarditis.
Yeah, it's not just, and it's not.
It's not from anything that this is a new phenomenon.
It's not a rare case anymore. Like this shit is exploding.
Can we put this on YouTube?
I don't know. Probably. We didn't go too crazy yet.
All right.
Go ahead. Play this. This guy's calling out Pfizer, and I mean,
they're criminals.
Just within they had the talcum powder thing. What else just came out? Like the Chantix. That's Pfizer, right?
I don't know. Every goddamn commercial on TV's a.
Chantix was, is causing cancer because you were supposed to stop smoking, so you didn't get cancer. And
I got a quick thing I want to say on about smoking, but let's just watch this Pfizer clip real quick.
Mm-hmm.
For unapproved uses, it is for this conduct that Pfizer will pay the largest criminal punishment ever in a healthcare fraud case, a criminal fine of $1.195 billion, together with a forfeiture of $105 million. Among the factors we considered in calibrating this severe punishment was Pfizer's recidivism. This is the fourth Pfizer settlement with the Justice Department this decade. First, in 2002, Pfizer paid $49 million to resolve allegations that it had failed to report to CMS best prices for its drug Lipitor. Second, in May 2004, Pfizer paid $430 million, including a $240 million criminal fine for the off-label promotion of the drug Neurontin. Third, in April 2007, Pfizer and its pharmacy and Upjohn division, the same division involved here, pled guilty and entered into a deferred prosecution agreement for payment of kickbacks and for off-label promotion of the drug Genotropin. That time, Pfizer paid $34.7 million.
What'd I just do?
I don't know. Was that over?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Was it over?
Yeah, the clip was over.
Oh, okay. I thought I missed
tried
something.
deleting that. I don't, because I put that in there. I popped that up by accident.
This you can't get rid of it. That was you.
Tried deleting it.
Oh, Jesus Christmas! This guy pushing buttons. Cut. Fade. There's got to be a place for it. Here we go. We'll stick it in here.
That's where it was, but there you go. That's what happened. That's all it was.
All right.
I didn't know how to get it back into the bottom there.
So,
recidivism. What does that mean?
It means they just keep doing it over and over.
And this was the 2000s, so we don't even know what happened in the teens.
Yeah, but why aren't these people going to jail? I mean, that's the real question. If you're if I commit a criminal act, no one's going to find me. Well, because I don't have billions of dollars. I guess if I had billions of dollars, they'd let me walk free.
Yeah, I mean,
but these people need to go to jail. These drug companies have conditioned people to think that drugs are the answer.
What was Lipitor for?
Lipitor was cholesterol.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, all of a sudden you had to have lower cholesterol. See, the whole cholesterol thing is another scam because, when I was younger, your cholesterol, if it was above 350, it was a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, if it's above 300, it's a problem. Well, we got to sell more of this drug. Well, if it's above 300, it's a problem. We're not selling enough Lipitor. Okay, well, now if your cholesterol's above 250, it's a problem.
Yeah, well, exactly.
So now people with normal cholesterol are on cholesterol medication.
And it probably doesn't
Talk
help.
to your doctor first. But it's nonsense. And the other thing is, you have the cigarette industry was another bunch of fucking criminals in cahoots with the other criminal institution called the United States government.
Okay.
And
did you fall into some information this week or something?
no, this is something I always knew, but I mean, not this week, but within the past 6 months, I've discovered this.
Well, it's manufacturers.
So when cigarettes first came out, your doctor used to recommend them.
Mm-hmm.
Doctors have been in the freaking pockets of these people for a long time.
I mean, I know I seen like people were showing like the old magazines where it's like, Doc's got his cool.
These actually make your throat feel better.
He's smoking his cools in his white coat. You know what I mean? Like smoking in the doctor's office.
And then all of a sudden they put filters on them, thinking, tricking you into thinking this is healthier.
Wow, it's
fucking nonsense. But
the arsenic and whatever else they're putting in them. You know
the big lie about cigarettes is that nicotine is addictive.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
Mm-hmm.
They're using nicotine as the scapegoat because it's a big money seller. So you tell people that nicotine is the what's addictive, so that you can sell people nicotine products to get them to quit. So why would a cigarette company want you to quit smoking?
They wouldn't.
No. So why do people who chew nicotine gum and wear nicotine patches never quit? Ask one of them. They never quit. You know why?
No.
Because they're not addicted to nicotine. They're addicted to the other shit that they put into the cigarettes that they don't tell you about.
Oh.
Nicotine is not addictive.
Yeah.
Look it up.
It's
so basically what happens is you have an industry, a drug industry in cahoots with the cigarette industry saying, hey, let's say this is addictive. You can make all these nicotine products and make billions, and then we'll pretend that it helps people quit, and they'll never quit, and they'll come back to tobacco. And we got them on both ends.
Yeah.
It's a freaking scam.
Well,
it's the other chemicals, the addictive chemicals that they're putting into the cigarettes that they're not telling you about.
I know that there's some fellow smokers, not smokers, but like marijuana weed smokers out there that
What do you mean fellow?
Well, I'm just saying, I'm sure there's people out
I
there
don't
that
smoke weed.
Not you.
Oh.
But one of the things the cigarette companies and the government also went after the marijuana industry when it was just booming, because you can grow that wherever you want. You can grow it in your house, you can grow it in your backyard, but you can't make money on it, right? If people are just going to do it themselves. And
right
here we are, we come to find out during these times now, the actual, I mean, there's people that have been promoting for a long time, but it's, that's crazy. But now, that they're deregulating decriminalizing weed in itself, you got all these dispensaries popping up, because now it's like, whoa, we already have a nation of smokers. And there people are, a lot of younger people now don't even smoke anymore. They're all, it's the new vape. The vaping is the new thing now, which is probably just as bad.
It's probably worse.
But now you have
because it's all chemicals.
Like now that you have all these dispensaries and stuff, you're having, the tax revenues that you're generating off of it, because you're only allowing a small certain of distribution places. So you're booming off of it. And you're trying to cut down on the illegal weed sales. And that's the reason why the cartels have gone to other drugs.
Yeah, smuggling human beings in fentanyl. Why do you think the government is not doing nothing about? I mean, all these people dying from fentanyl and no one saying a word. Why? I mean, the president should be screaming from the rooftops.
They don't care, man.
I know. That's what bothers me.
It's the same. Like, listen,
you open the border, you let all this shit come through, and then you don't say nothing.
I saw.
And then everybody said, "Joe Biden's so wonderful, he cares."
Yeah, I saw. She was a a black woman who was this was back when like the OxyContin and the opioids was booming up, and she was yelling at one of someone, I forget who it was. It was at the Capitol. It was probably a couple years older. But she was yelling, going, during the crack epidemic, nobody gave a fuck.
Right.
And they were we know that the government was pushing that. You know what I mean? They're making movies and shows about it now. And now you have the opioids, and where is that coming from? You know what I mean? We know where it was coming from, and you have kids, regardless of races, whoever is dying from it, it's all a problem. You know what I mean? It's all an issue. It shouldn't matter what community. Everybody, we should be able to treat these people better than what we're doing. And yet we're, the money we're spending and wasting is going to Ukraine and bogus friggin' ideas that these progressives and leftists are just whatever. They're just coming up with, just wanting to do whatever they want with it. Like, I'm not consenting to my money going to Ukraine, and yet I didn't vote for that.
And there it goes.
You know what I mean? I didn't vote for that. And even if Trump was doing, I'd say the same thing. I don't appreciate us sending any money. I don't appreciate the CDC deciding, like you said, guidelines, but they're gonna follow through with it, and it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, the states are going to follow through. They're going to be berated, and if you don't do it, nobody wants to be called a name.
The best thing,
you're an anti-vaxxer.
I heard somebody. It was. I think I sent you the clip. It was one of the Congress ladies saying. Oh, it was Katie Hobbs in Arizona saying that the government shouldn't get involved. Now, this is how ridiculous they are in the same breath. The government shouldn't get involved in the abortion stuff, but yet she's going to write a bill that makes sure if she gets to be the governor of Arizona, she's going to write a bill that makes sure that you're going to be able to have a right to choose. So in one breath, you're saying the government shouldn't be involved in it, but then you're going to write a bill that says
the government should be involved in it.
And then, the guy went on to say, well, what about the mandates and this and that and people losing their jobs and federal contractors and stuff? Well, that's a different scenario. Like, it's kind of the same thing. Like, and that's what I mean. Like, you lose your argument when you go, well, it's my body, my choice. And it's like, yeah, okay, that's fine. If you want it to be that way, that's great.
It's only your body, your choice if you want to kill a baby.
Exactly. And now they're, like you said, they're going to try to force it on the kids, and it's going to be the red states versus the blue states. The red states are anti-vax.
Well, wait till the first parent says you ain't sticking that kid.
There should be parents already saying that. There should be parents questioning. There should be
wait till you hear what they're called.
Where are the doctors? You know what I mean?
Doctors are in the fucking back pockets. They're fucking shills.
Where's the nurses? Where's the nurses? You know what I mean? Like, this is
everybody's afraid to lose their job.
This is what I said. We talked.
Cowards.
We talked about that in the beginning. If you could pull up to the mall parking lot and get a shot, it's not good for you. That person has no idea your medical history.
Did you see that?
You know what I mean?
It was a TikTok of an old lady trying to give a kid a shot, and the mother's holding the kid.
Yeah.
And the old lady nurse is coming with the needle, and she hits the woman in the tit with it. And it says, maybe it's time to retire.
Yeah.
It was funny.
But that's what I mean. Like, if you can just pull up in the mall parking lot or, because this guy, I saw somebody converted their food truck into a shot center. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we're doing. Those are certified. Do they know your medical history? Do they know you're going to have a shock? You know what I mean? They don't know what's going on with you.
Nor do they care.
No, they don't care because
they're getting paid to stick you. That's all they care about.
Yeah.
We're a nation of cowards.
A
nation of sheep.
Didn't you say you got something in like an email that said, hey, if you want to become a
what?
A dispenser of the vaccine, you could here's how much you could do it. Like, these people, like, you were getting paid by the government to basically just go, yeah, I guess, man, if you want your shot, I'll come and get it. It's wild, unprecedented times, and again, an unelected body is going to choose to say, and like you said, hopefully the school district. I don't understand. Here's my biggest problem. Why are we still playing this game? It's over. It's been over.
Nothing is over.
Why are we doing this? Because Fauci, the killer?
I don't know. I don't know why we're doing this.
Is it because if everybody has to do it, we can hide and disguise the situations that are going on with these kids that have been poked?
This
is what's going to happen?
This is about the elite and everyone else.
Listen,
the elite people can't keep their eliteness if they tell the truth.
My concern,
if they can't hold us down, if they can't hold us back, then they can't be who they are. And what they are is evil demons.
Yeah.
That have only their self-interest in mind.
Exactly.
To keep this gravy train rolling. And the only way to do that is to destroy this country and turn it into every other fucking third world communist country.
Well, the one good thing I'm glad to see, I mean, I saw it again. We kind of touched on it last week, but AOC was getting yelled at again in her district.
She's a complete moron.
People are done with her. You heard bullshit. And you know what? It's amazing that the people who were anti-war just keep on funding this war. You know what I mean? Anti-establishment, anti-big government. That's all they're doing. So you can't tell me. I think it was the one guy at our work. He said AOC is now worth $29 million. How? She's been in Congress, what, 2.5, 3 years? How's she worth $29 million? Come on, people. And if you don't believe me, you know what? There's a fucking Google thing. Look on your favorite search engine and look it up.
That's really what it's all about.
Money.
These people are just paid off.
No, I know.
I don't know her real feelings and what she really cares about. All she cares about is her.
Yeah, she's an actor. It's like Bernie. I saw somebody with a Bernie sticker on his dumbass truck. It said like
should have rear-ended him.
It was like eat the rich and millionaires should be killed. And then I'm like, you need to change that because Bernie's a millionaire now. Millions. He has millions. Multiple homes.
Millions.
Just like Joe Biden.
I own millions of dollars.
Just like all these political hacks in Congress right now.
I have all the money. I can't let you have any more money.
They're worth millions of dollars. They have other companies. Their family members are worth millions of dollars. All the information's out there. When Joe Biden says he's for the little guy, he doesn't give a fuck about any Americans in this country. He cares about himself and his family and his legacy of the Bidens. And as long as nobody's touching that,
can't fuck with the Biden.
It's the reason when, like with Hunter, leave my son alone. The guy's 50 fucking years old. You know what I mean? He's not a kid anymore. It's not like, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't care. I don't care about Hunter Biden.
No, I'm just
saying. What I do care about is Joe Biden's corruptness, using his son as a front.
Well, his brother. I mean,
Joe brother too. Yeah,
Joe Biden's brother is a fucking scumbag. You know what I mean? Like they're all
scumbags.
Pelosi's husband. You know what I mean? Chuck Schumer. All these people. I'm sure, and even the Republicans. I know Lindsey Graham's worth millions of dollars. McConnell's worth millions of dollars. How?
I don't know what's in it for all these people.
It's the old guard that's there.
Like
I said,
especially the news media. Is your job that important to you that you're going to get up there and just spew fucking lies?
They've been doing it for the last 2 years, 2.5 years. I mean, they've done longer than that, but I mean, the hardcore push is just
What's in it for you? I mean, the other thing is, I really believe this, and you look at all the, especially in the 80s. Mm-hmm. Maybe the 70s too, all the classic rock bands. The ones, I think they all made deals with the devil. I mean, because horrible things happened to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look at all the. Tell me one rock band that didn't experience some kind of tragedy.
Listen, there's.
I mean, I think they made deals for their fame and fortune, and I think that's what these people have done. They made deals with the devil.
That's like a whole nother episode, but there is a. Listen, man, you gotta make a sacrifice. You gotta sacrifice something to get the money, the wealth, and the power. I mean,
well, I don't know.
No, there is. There's always.
I mean, can't you do it the right way?
No.
Yes, I think you can.
They don't want you to.
No, I know they don't want you to, but there's a right way.
How many independent artists? I mean, I know there's some now because with the way social media is and streaming and stuff like that, you can kind of get away with it now. You may not make there's a bunch of guys that I follow that are independent. They're probably doing pretty good, but they don't do like these big tours. You know what I mean? Like they do their tours with they're not doing like big stadiums and stuff like that. There's always somebody dies around them or something has to happen and then they get a number one hit song or the band blows up or they catch a break. Oh, look, it just so happens. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
It's not just rock bands; it's pop stars.
No, it's everything. It's
if you go back and
everybody.
You go back and look at Katy Perry. You know what I mean? When she was, there's videos of her. She's just a folk singer at, her county fairs and stuff like that, doing little tours. And then, summer of whatever, it's I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It. And everybody, ever since then, she blew up. And like you were saying a couple weeks ago, with the symbolism and stuff, you know what I mean? You got the one eye covered, you got the devil horns here and there, somewhere in there, you know what I mean? Like it's
pentagram.
They have to show you who their idols are, and unfortunately, yes.
Subtly, but they show you.
Yeah, but it's all part of the ritual. I mean, I know you said the big one that caught your eye was when somebody, I guess you saw it on TikTok with LeBron.
Yeah.
All his stuff.
It's creepy.
But yeah, man. They don't care. They're only worried about themselves. And you know what? The useful idiots will blindly fall in line and follow along. And the people that are out here just trying to stay off the line and stay away from the system, I guess, off of the medical establishment system.
Let me just send them a warning.
What's that?
The battle of good and evil will be won by the good.
Yeah.
I hope whatever it is whatever deal you made, enjoy it now because you're going to spend an eternity in a place you are not going to like.
Yeah, well, you have to believe that they believe.
Oh, no, they think they're going to get away with it. They think they're protected. They're not. They're in big trouble.
All right.
And, we'll see in November. I mean, that's going to be the telltale. I mean, if, everywhere I look, I can see a red wave. I can see a sweep. I can see this whole thing ending.
Yeah.
We'll have to suffer a couple of years because we're going to have to live with Joe Biden, but he'll be ineffective and he won't be able to destroy the country any further than it is.
I also think, I think if they lose outright in November, then maybe they remove him.
Maybe.
Not the Congress. They'll bring up 25th Amendment and get him out of there.
And then they'll impeach Kamala.
And because they know they're going to.
They're all criminals. I mean,
know,
you're gonna have something on somebody.
You know they're going to have a lame duck president.
But for some reason, I got a bad feeling that it's going to get worse before it gets better. And I think they got a handle on these elections. Mm-hmm. And that's what really, really concerns me. So I think, I don't even know if numbers could help. I don't even know. All right, let's get out of here.
All right, man. First Warrior, Outlaw 10 at the checkout. Redcon 1, T20 Sanders in the operator code. Patriot Cigar Company, Orange Men for a 15% off discount at checkout. Everything's in the links. You can find most of the social media. Dave's TikTok, if you're on TikTok, follow it. It's Dave Talks.
Dave Talks with a Z.
Because he's classic.
I don't know, because I'm stupid. I can't spell.
Yeah.
Fifth graders got it all on me.
That's right. And as always, we're on the Patriot Podcast Network on your Roku devices, box and sticks. It's an easy download. If you can download apps to your phone, you could do it on your TV too. So check us out there.
It was really hard for me.
Was it? With a bunch of other great podcasts. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.
Orange Man out.
Bye.
So long, gay boys. Hey, thanks for listening.